Hi, this is Shana Meyerson with YOGAthletica in Los Angeles, California. Here today to teach you asymmetrical backbends. What are asymmetrical backbends? They are backbends that are guaranteed to put a smile on your face. Why? I'm not exactly sure. I think it's because honestly they're a little bit weird and you don't see them very often, but whenever I teach them, people smile, especially on the last one. Okay, let me preface this by saying, if I were to show up today at the Cirque du Soleil employment office, they would hire me for a desk job. I don't have the world's biggest backbend, so don't feel intimidated by this stuff. You can do it too. We're gonna start off with the basics. Backasana. Backasana is a great backbend because not only is it a backbend, but it's also a quad stretch. So if your yoga practice involves things such as warriors, you need some quad stretches. We just simply don't have enough of these in this world. So you're going to start off in a sphinx position, okay? Elbows under or slightly in front of the shoulder. You don't want them behind the shoulder because it's going to encourage collapse. And you're going to create the back bend as if you're going to take the mat and drag it back towards your feet, okay? So lots of opening in the back. I'm going to take my left leg in this scenario. I'm going to reach back. I'm going to give you two choices. If you're less bendy, just grab your foot and try to pull it in as much as possible, okay? Make sure you don't collapse on this right side. Keep this lifted. If you're a little more bendy, and again, I just mean a little more bendy, and you got some okayness in your shoulder. I have some okayness in my shoulder. I don't have fabulous shoulders either, so you can do this. You bend your knee, take your hand so that the fingers are facing away from the middle of the mat. From here, I'm going to take my elbow, I'm going to bring it up to the sky, rotating my hand and pushing my leg down towards the floor. Notice I say floor, not butt. I'm not trying to put my foot on my butt. Okay, if you're on the butt, you're too narrow. You're going to bring it just wide of your hip, okay? I'm going to push down. If I had more flexibility, my foot would be on the floor, but I don't have more flexibility. But notice that I'm maintaining the bend in my upper back, okay? And this back leg is nice and straight. It's just sort of going along, continuing to help my tailbone to stay long, which I need to maintain in all back bends so I don't hurt my low back. Okay, out we go. Second back bend. So these are all asymmetrical. So we're not going to do full Backasana, which is both legs at the same time. But second back bend, what we're going to do, I'm going to do the same thing on the right that I just did on the left. So I'm going to reach back, rotate, and press down, okay? But this time what I'm going to do is instead of just leaving this leg to just hang out and be friendly, I'm going to reach back, find my foot, and pull it up to the sky, right? So I've got one foot pressing down on the right, one leg lifting up and back, and both legs are giving me points of leverage to lift my chest even higher. Both the pressing down action on my right and the lifting up action on the left is helping me create a back bend in my upper back. Release. Okay, I hope it goes without saying that everything you do on the right, you're going to do on the left, okay? So today we're going to do 4 asymmetrical back bends. In real life, this will be 8 because you're going to do both sides. Okay. Third bend. Oh, by the way, the dictionary keeps telling asymmetrical is not a word, so maybe the word is asymmetric, but I like asymmetrical, okay? So that's what we're doing today. Next thing, I'm going to come back to my left. Same thing, but this time, instead of pushing with my left hand, I'm going to pull down with my right hand. So I'm going to take the hand behind my back. I'm going to sort of pull the foot, this time towards my butt, okay? Because I can't get it really too far wide of my hip here. I'm going to bend the other leg, and what do you think I'm going to do with that one? I'm going to reach back with my left hand, so I'm crisscrossing, and I'm going to lift up. So I've got one foot pulling down, my arms crisscrossing, one leg pulling up, and I try a bit to square off this pose. Now, sometimes when people do these, the one up, one down poses, they're sort of here, and I'm like, well, which leg is up and which leg is down? Be clear. One leg is really pulling down to the floor, one is pulling up to the sky. Bend number 3. Okay. Number 4 is where it gets really fun. Now, you probably know by now that when I say fun, sometimes I mean a little bit challenging. But the fun is in the process. So on the off chance that you can't get this one, and honestly, 85 to 90% of the people I work with can get this one, but if not, just try it. It's fun. I'm going to turn around so you can see my right side. Okay, so I'm lying down. I've got my Sphinx position, but Sphinx isn't really going to be important this time. I'm going to come back to my original thought of bringing the leg in with my right hand, but with a twist. And I mean literally a twist. I'm going to take my left shoulder to the floor. So I'm in a twist. I'm going to reach back with my right hand. Now right now my hip is a little bit high. It's just going to make it easier for me to find this foot. I'm going to take my right hand, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to give my foot to my left hand. Okay, so I'm actually taking my hand and pulling it into my left hand. Now here's the key to making this one work. Remember this high hip? I need to press it down to the floor. So now there's no gap underneath my right hip. My left hand is holding my right foot down, and now my right hand comes behind, my left knee bends, and you know where we're going with this one, right? So, pretty clear which leg is going up, which leg is going down. I square off a little bit. Again, 2 points of leverage. One pushing down lifts my chest, one lifting up lifts my other chest. And there we go. Voila. Are you smiling? Coming out of the pose, I hope that made you smile. This is Shana Meyerson with YOGAthletica in Los Angeles, California, wishing you an awesome, fabulous, and incredible